This is the Week in Sustainability from Sustain Life. It's where our team of sustainability experts and practitioners share commentary to keep you up to date on developing stories and news.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Sontag. I'm Senior Manager here on the Sustainability team here at Sustain Life. And today I'm joined by Sarmishta Mahendra, our Senior Manager of Partner Enablement. Sarmishta, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to our conversation today.
Do you want to give a little bit of background on what you do here at Sustain Life before we jump in?
Sure. So I am the Senior Manager of Partner Enablement, as Nick just mentioned. What that really means is I manage partner engagement and growth and support them in growing their ESG programs by using our platform as a tech-enabled solution.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming back on the show today. You're a repeat guest. We've got two stories for you today. First, we wanted to touch on the wildfires in Hawaii and also give you an update on this climate case that we've been watching in Montana. So by now, I'm sure all of you have heard about the wildfire disaster in Hawaii, and the number of deaths is alarming. It's climbing to over 100 at this point. And before we continue on, I just want to say that our hearts are really broken for people who have been impacted by these wildfires.
Absolutely. It really is startling how much destruction happened so quickly. And it's hard to imagine wildfires on such a lush island in the middle of the ocean. Nick, you're probably better versed at this set of news articles than I am. Can you tell me a little bit more about how this happened?
Yeah, my understanding is that the roots of this blaze stretch back actually decades. Like in the past 30 years, Hawaii has been experiencing a decline in rainfall. They've been experiencing thinning clouds due to rising temperatures and shifting storm patterns. So all of these changes are tied to climate change, and these changing weather patterns create dry conditions that are just really favorable to wildfires.
Right. And I remember from one of our earlier episodes on the heat wave in Phoenix, you talked a little bit about how drier landscapes can lead to higher temperatures. How does that play into what's happening in Maui or in Hawaii?
Yes, drought conditions lead to hotter temperatures because as it's drier, there's less moisture available to absorb heat, and water is really good at absorbing heat. And that this creates a feedback effect where things dry out even faster. Um, so there's this interactivity between different or feedback loop within this weather pattern. There's also an interactivity between other weather patterns too. So in Hawaii earlier this week, Hurricane Dora passed by, and although it was hundreds of miles south, it still created strong wind gusts in Hawaii that contributed to the spread of the fire.
Well, I hadn't actually read about Hurricane Dora. So there is a confluence of different climate events that are feeding into each other. And that's really quite terrifying.
Yeah, it's scary to know also that this is going to be happening more and more, which is why just as important as mitigation is resilience and preparation. Though these fires are contained, this is still an ongoing story, so we'll keep you posted as things develop. We do want to pivot to the lawsuit held versus the state of Montana, which we've been following for several weeks now and has some new developments.
Great. And like the Phoenix episode, I did watch a previous episode where we talked about this with Jacob last month, where you shared some updates about the case while it was still going on. I think over the past couple of days, I saw that the judge ruled in favor of the plaintiffs, which seems like a major victory for the climate movement.
Absolutely. Definitely a major victory. And for context, for those who don't know, this case was brought against the state of Montana by a group of young people who argued that the state was denying their state constitutional right to a clean and healthful environment by not considering climate change in fossil fuel projects. So the judge ruled in their favor, saying that Montana's approval of fossil fuel projects without considering climate change is in fact unconstitutional.
I know there are a lot of ongoing cases around the country similar to this, and it seems like this ruling really sets a significant precedent for those other cases around the country.
Yeah, it's a monumental victory for our future, really. This ruling completes the circle of making the case that climate change is not just human caused, but the results of climate change directly impact individual citizens. And though these are things that we've known for a long time, it provides a legal argument for citizens, young people in this case, to advocate for their futures.
Absolutely. Sounds like a rare win for the climate. So I'm excited to see how other similar cases develop.
Definitely. And you can trust as they do develop, that will keep you posted. That wraps up today's The Week in Sustainability. We'll see you next time.
Sustain Life is a sustainability management SaaS platform with deep carbon expertise that helps future-proof small and medium-sized enterprises by taking climate action. Go to sustain.life to learn more. Thanks for listening and watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel or your favorite podcast platform. We'll see you next week.